We have gone through both nights of WrestleMania, and boy, do I have my fair share of opinions. We start off with possibly the worst opener that I've ever seen live. Jey Uso versus Gunther. This is exactly what my problem is with this company. You see how over Jey Uso is. It's a good feel moment. He's out there getting his shine. And then the bell rings, and it's the most boring slop that I've ever watched. I don't give a shit. Somebody's in this video that's complaining right now in my comments telling me, oh, but Jey Uso, he's so over and yeet. When the bell rang, I was hoping Jey Uso did something. He did a German suplex. He did a Hurricane Rana. He did a suicide dive, I think he did. Outside of that, what the fuck else did he do? Every time he did a move, he didn't know what the fuck to do next, and that's his problem. He is not a world title champion. And Gunther does not, he did not feel like the Gunther that we all know. The Gunther that we all love. The monster. Don't even get me started on the actual finish. This man tapped out to Jey Uso of all people. Like 5 seconds, 3 seconds. He put him in the damn sleeper hold and he immediately tapped. What are we doing? Why is this a thing? Gunther, one of the most dominant guys in WWE's history, and we got him tapping out to Yeet Man, the guy that was dancing because his brother, after his brother got massacred. That guy? People are gonna say, oh, but Ilya Dragunov tapped him out. We're talking about two different fucking stories, two different beasts. Ilya Dragunov is believable to beat Gunther. Jey Uso isn't. Now the rant's out the way. The moment was a feel-good moment. Jey Uso got his moment. Everybody was so happy. And then that's where everything kind of went off the rails in this night one. So yeah, let's get into that. So we going into the New Day versus the War Raiders, and let's just be honest, this did not belong on the fucking card. I don't care how Hall of Fame like the New Day is. I don't care how good the War Raiders are. This build was so fucking forgettable. What the hell do you remember from this build? Nothing. And the fact that these guys look like fucking goofballs is what pisses me off the most. You telling me this is a Pekka and whatever the fuck whatever the fuck Eric was? What the hell were they wearing? That shit pissed me off more than this stupid ass match. I was expecting so much more. I'm like, alright, horrible build, right? But we could get a good match out of these guys because they're capable of putting on a solid match. We've seen the War Raiders put on banger matches. We've seen the New Day put on banger matches, and then they proceed to have the most lame heatless match ever. Holy shit, what? It's like they all fell asleep on the fucking job. What are we doing? All the finishes on this Mania were so anticlimactic. Like, what the fuck? Who came up with the structure? I'm over spitting all over the fucking place. How pissed off I am. How many people they said was in the crowd? Like 60,000. Bitch, it felt like it was 2. That's how many people it felt like it was in the crowd, bro. Jesus, man, this Mania did not start off with a great night. One did not start off great at all. Next up, we got Jade Cargill versus Naomi, and finally we have a match that's worth talking about. They didn't put on a phenomenal match. They didn't put on a fucking match that blows your mind. They didn't. It's Jade Cargill versus Naomi. It's not gonna be a barn burner, but it was solid enough. But seeing Jade Cargill actually improve out there it's promising. You love to see. You love to see her progressing and moving on. But was this a Mania match? A Mania worthy match? No. Mania worthy build? Yes. But the match didn't deserve to be on here. It didn't overstay its welcome. It only went for 9 minutes and 20 seconds, and it felt good. It felt good to see Jade Cargill putting out some great fucking moves. She had that jackhammer, that was sweet. She had that one powerbomb move, and then she's transitioned it into her jaded. That was sick. And Naomi, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling Naomi in 2024, but she low-key made me a fan. And having Jade Cargill have a solid match, she low-key made me a fan. Like, I've been enjoying her work recently, and she definitely got the fundamentals to carry somebody that's not really that, not really up to par in terms of like star status. So this was a solid match. I give it 3 stars. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give star ratings to the other matches. New Day and War Raiders, they get 3 stars too. It was just heatless. It felt boring and it was anticlimactic. Now Jey Uso versus Gunther, I'm giving that 2 stars. Like, get out of here, get out of here with that shit. Actually, I give it 3 stars because of the moment. Like, I feel like the moment, it was anticlimactic. I give it 2 stars. It didn't really move me at all. It was just there. Next up, we got Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. The first great thing to happen for this card. The crowd actually woke up for this match. This was fucking phenomenal. Like, they needed something to get this crowd on their feet because there was nothing going on in this Mania. And Jacob Fatu is a fucking animal, and I am so glad that he woke this crowd up. And LA Knight did his thing too. He ain't really the most flashiest guy, but he came out, he showed out. But unfortunately, he fell victim to the bloodline politics. But hey, I'd accept Jacob Fatu being the champion in WWE. It only took him like what, a couple months? I was expecting Solo Sikoa interference, but I guess they're not going with that. I guess they might do a program between them in a one-on-one, but this was a great match. The BFT, when he caught him from the moonsaults and BFT, that was so sick, and Jacob Fatu kicking out of that is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Really solid match. They got the ball rolling, so let's head on to the next match. Next up, we got El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. Look, this is a great match. This is a fun match. The only thing that I didn't really like is how short this match went. I feel like this match had the potential to steal the show, and you could see in 7 fucking minutes they were able to outshine Jey Uso and Gunther in the first 2 minutes. Yo, Chad Gable he's a man on another planet. Do I like this gimmick? I feel like this gimmick is pretty funny, but the fact that this is the gimmick that got his first singles match on Mania is kind of insane. I'm pretty sure the crowd was kind of confused at because the whole promo package was Rey Mysterio and Chad Gable, and then they had like one instance where they showed Rey Fenix, so I'm sure the crowd was like mad confused, because you know, mostly the WrestleMania crowd is a bunch of casuals, so I'm sure they were confused and they saw Rey Fenix come out. They probably thought it was Rey Mysterio. It's a Mexican, they probably thought it was the same guy. Rey Fenix really showed out. First Mania match, I love that for him. I love the representation, but the fact that we got a fake Mexican beating an actual Mexican while WWE acquired a Mexican company is fucking insane to me. That fucking moonsault, that 630 senton that Chad did, holy shit, that was sweet. It looked like he messed up his neck with that one, but that was a great match. Phenomenal match. I give that match 4 stars. Next up, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, and I'm gonna be honest, I was really iffy on this. It felt like they didn't have chemistry. It felt ugly, but you need ugly in wrestling. Ugly is fucking phenomenal in wrestling. I feel like it makes it feel real. It makes it feel impactful. It makes it feel personal. In my opinion, I felt like they kind of didn't like working with one another in a way. I felt like they were sandbagging each other. I feel like Charlotte was doing a lot of sandbagging herself. Like, she was really dead weight especially when Tiffany was going for her setup towards her moonsault. I think Charlotte was low-key sandbagging her. At the end of the day, right winner. It had a huge expectation to follow like Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, which is fucking, that is such a hard task to do. That is so, like, you know what I'm trying to say. And Tiffany and Charlotte was just there. It was just, in my opinion, it was 3-star. Didn't really get the ball rolling. It hit second gear and it stood at second gear. It felt longer than 19 minutes. That's what it felt like. It felt like a drag. I like the leg targeting and all that stuff. I love when they target limbs. I love that stuff, but it just felt clunky. It felt really clunky. It felt sloppy. Right winner won, so I'm happy about that one. So I'm gonna give this 3 stars because it didn't get past second gear and it was just there. And next up, we got the main event for night 1. Seth Rollins Roman versus CM Punk. This was great. 32 minutes. Holy shit, that was a 32-minute match. That did not feel like a 32-minute match. That's how good this was. The fact that a 32-minute match feels like it just breezed by. Everything was just great. Everybody felt like they were involved. It didn't feel like somebody was a sore thumb. Although the rivalry, I wasn't a fan of this build like at all, but they deserved to be there. The triple threat was great. It was so smooth. There was only this, like, there was rocky parts like in the middle where it was kind of getting a little too slow. They ended up picking up the scraps, and this was real great. Like, the transitions, the spots were fucking great. The kicking out, everybody became super seen on this damn night. And the right person won. Seth Rollins. Thank you, wrestling gods, for answering the call. Seth Rollins won and gave us what we wanted, because Punk didn't need to win, Roman Reigns didn't need to win, Seth Rollins needed the win. I give this match 5 stars. Night 2, the opener, Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. What a fucking opener. Holy 5 stars across the boards. Io Sky, my favorite women's wrestler. Bianca Belair, another one of my favorites. And Rhea Ripley, she ain't really my favorite. She's one of my favorites in terms of wrestling, but she's not one of my favorites in terms of character development. But man, holy shit, did they blow the roof off the place. I didn't like that they were going on first, because I felt like they were built up to be co-main event, especially with the star power. It ended up working in their favor. Now looking back, I didn't really like them being opening up, but man, Io Sky is such a hooper. Bianca Belair, she showed out. She showed you why she's one of the best in the company. I can't wait for her to be a full heel, because she was definitely working a heel in this match. I can't wait for her to be a full heel. And Rhea Ripley, she didn't really do nothing in terms of character progression in this match, but she showed out as well. Let's put the doubts, let's put the Rhea Ripley can't wrestle argument, let's put that to the fucking side, because she could wrestle. She showed showed you. Io Sky won, perfect. I love that. I needed her to retain because if she lost, then it's like, what do we do with her next? I would have loved Bianca Belair to win if she was a heel. If she went the full-blown heel route, I would have had her win. And just as long as Rhea didn't win. We don't need another Rhea world title reign until they show that they could actually book a real world title reign. Next up, we got Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Dude, this was a great match. Another great match. This was one of those that I explained in my last video that a lot of people didn't really like the build going into this. A lot of people felt like this was just a filler feud. They didn't like the fact that Damian Priest eliminated Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. And I understand the concerns. It felt like Drew McIntyre should have been one of the last four, or at least one of the main guys in the ending. I had faith in this. I was like, you know, I'm really a fan of this Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre dynamic. I gave it a chance, and I'm glad I did because they had a great build and they had a fucking phenomenal match. I give this match a 5 stars because it was chaotic, it was hard hitting. Drew McIntyre going viral on Twitter because he posted during the match again. By the way, by the time I looked at the tweet, it was 102K in 2 minutes. That's insane. That is insane numbers, bro. 102K, bro, had 100,000 people going on their phones on his Twitter at that time, bro. Oh my god, that Twitter blue check about to hit like crack. Damian Priest looked like a fucking monster, and I love Damian Priest. I feel like Damian Priest gets a lot of hate for no reason. He's a great wrestler. He's a good promo. He's just reliable as shit. Drew McIntyre, one of the best in the business. He's a great wrestler. He has the fucking look. He's huge. Get this man a world title soon. Like, have him lined up for as one of the next challengers for John Cena, please. I need it. A great match. 5 stars. Great start to Mania Night 2. Next up, we got the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship match between Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta. This was another 5-star match. Holy shit, bro. Like, the only thing was that this match went on too short. That was my only problem with this. Dom did his thing. Braun Breaker was out here looking like a monster. They made him look like Brock Lesnar out there. Finn Balor was out here doing his spots. I was expecting a little bit more spots from Penta, but since it was such a short match for Fatal 4-Way standards, he didn't get that much offense in. I give it 5 stars because it was very enjoyable. It didn't feel boring at any moments. And then Dominic Mysterio coming out with a win, bro. That was so great. This is the difference between Jey Uso and Dom winning. Dom felt organic. It felt like he built to that moment where the crowd, you know, he went from one of the most booed guys to now getting the biggest babyface reaction in Mania so far. Well, in Mania, period. And then with Jey Uso, it was just kind of like, I'm happy for him, but he didn't really earn it in storyline wise. Like, he didn't really earn it like in wrestling wise. Like, this was a great moment. I would have been fine with anybody winning. I would have been fine with Braun Breaker retaining because I love Braun Breaker. I just wanted them to book him a little bit better. Finn Balor, you wanted to, like, you know, reestablish him. I would have had him win. Penta, he's been putting on bangers every week, so I would have loved for him to win. But Dominic Mysterio, I popped big when he won because when I saw the way that they were going to end the match and he went for a frog splash, oh my goodness, what a ending. I loved it. But yeah, I'll give this match 5 stars. Next up, we got Randy Orton versus his mystery opponent, and we ended up finding out it was Joe Hendry. I do not like this. I'ma just be honest. Look, the reason why I don't like this is because it's a TNA champion, TNA world champion, and there's people gonna be like, oh, but it's the WWE TNA partnership. They gotta get something out of this, right? They gotta get the TNA, you know, it's shown out to many people and all the casual fans. You're showing to the people that TNA is like jobber company because their jobber champion lost in 3 minutes to Randy Orton. Think about that. Like, why do people not think about this? If Roman Reigns was to go to TNA as WWE champion during his 4-year reign and he got squashed in 3 fucking minutes by Joe Hendry, you think people will be fine with that just because there's a partnership in hands? Get the fuck out of here. Keep the same energy. I don't like the fact that there's a world champion. It's not the fact that it's Joe Hendry. It would have been fine if it was Joe Hendry, but like without the title, what are we doing with the title? I don't care about who the mystery opponent was. It's just as long as it doesn't make the person look goofy, and that's exactly what they did. 3 minutes, bro. 3 minutes for the TNA world champion against Randy Orton. That's insane to me. Let's get this out the way. I'm not even gonna rate that match. That's how much this fucking match pissed me off, because I'm just like, bro, the TNA world champion, give me a break. Get this match out my face. Next up, we got Logan Paul versus AJ Styles, and what did I say? Did I not call it? Did I not say that Logan Paul is an empty, nothing burger fucking wrestler? Did I not tell you he's a piece of shit who doesn't belong here, that doesn't deserve a WrestleMania match? He's nothing but flash. I told you, I was fooled myself. I was fooled that this guy was an average decent wrestler. And I realized when he finishes his flashy moves, he doesn't know what the fuck to do next. He's just there. And that's exactly what happened with AJ Styles. AJ Styles doesn't have a good fucking, he doesn't have a good track record at Mania anyway, so I already was nervous off of that. The game is cooked. The game is cooked. AJ Styles, you are on fraud watch. You got killed by Logan Paul with a fucking pulverizer. I will be fucking ashamed if I got beat by the damn pulverizer. A move named the pulverizer. That shit sounds so stupid. And then Karrion Kross. Look, I love Karrion Kross, but I hope your wife makes you sleep on a fucking couch because you making AJ Styles lose to Logan Paul. Logan, I hope your oatmeal is cold in the fucking morning, and AJ Styles, I hope your pillows are hot when you go to fucking sleep. Fuck all three of these people. Logan Paul, you're a piece of shit, and you can't wrestle for fucking dog shit. Like, you are so dog shit. Oh my goodness. Because I give this match 2 stars. It was so dog shit. 17 minutes waste of fucking time. I am never watching this match ever again. The next match was the women's tag team, and it was the Judgment Day versus Lyra Valkyria and a mystery opponent who I'm pretty sure was the most obvious thing ever, that was gonna be Becky Lynch. Why did they get Bayley out of WrestleMania? I don't fucking know. It's been 4 weeks. 4 weeks that we built this up for between these two teams, just for Bayley to get shafted to the side and for Becky Lynch to come in and have the Becky tax. Like, what are we doing? It's like death, taxes, and Becky Lynch coming back and challenging for a title she doesn't deserve. This match was so meh. This was 3 stars at best. This was average. It wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but it was average. What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? Becky Lynch winning the title, and she did nothing to deserve it, nothing to earn it. Look, I love Lyra. Lyra is over as shit. She's like, Bird Lady, caca, hello. Crowd doing the woo. That did something to me, bro. She's one of my favorites, so like, that really warmed my heart. And then Liv Morgan, you know, being in the co-main event, happy for her. She busted her ass, but like, man, losing the titles at Mania to somebody who just got back, that don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with me at all. And for this to be the co-main event, bro, give me a break. We should have put Io Sky, Bianca, and Rhea. You should have opened up with Becky Lynch. Like, the Becky tax is nasty in 2025. Next up, we got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. And this is the most infamous main event that you're ever gonna get. It was either this is gonna be the best thing ever, or this was gonna be the shittiest thing ever. And I want you to guess by my reaction, my body tone, my body language, what do you think my opinion is on this match? If you guess shitty, you are fucking correct. At first, I was enjoying it. It was a great moment. The crowd was very 50-50 split. Cody Rhodes was getting booed. John Cena was getting cheered. Understandable. Casual fans love Cena. Cena is a big star worldwide. That's understandable. But when you execute it in the way that it was executed, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. 10 years from now, when I'm thinking about, oh, I want to watch that match where Cena won the 17th World Championship, I see fucking Travis Scott on my screen, I'm gonna get fucking pissed, because who wants to watch this shit back? Genuinely, this match was 25 minutes. 25 minutes of my time fucking wasted. This was a shitty match. I don't care what nobody says. Cena cannot wrestle in 2025. Let's open our eyes and realize this man can't wrestle in 2025. He is washed. Cody Rhodes can only do so much. He can only do so much with John Cena. And the fact that he lost to a part-timer, I can't even say he lost to a part-timer. He lost to fucking Travis Scott, bro. Oh man, this pisses me off. This is gonna be in those pop quizzes in the future where they're asking you who was the person that helped John Cena win the 17th world title, and it's gonna be Travis Scott, The Rock, Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins, and people are gonna get that shit wrong 100% of the time unless you are a fucking crack fiend for wrestling like I am. What a shitty ending. What a shitty way to end this show. You started off so well with Mania, with night 2, and you ended it off so fucking trash. Night 1 started off so god awful. Good moment with Jey Uso, but it was a shitty match. And then it ended off fucking great. Punk, Roman, and Seth should have main evented night 2. You guys are gonna enjoy a Cena part-time world championship run. If I see any complaining from anybody, I'm just gonna say I told you so. Enjoy your Travis Scott celebration, because that's pretty much what this is gonna be. I am out of here. I can't believe I just wasted my fucking 2 nights. If I was just able to, like, you know, tell the future and know which matches were gonna be good, I would have just watched that. This Mania was disappointing as shit, Triple H. You need to do better. I'm at a loss for words. What a shitty way to end my night.